Before the G7 summit came to a close last Friday, all leaders or G7 members indicated their full support for the Philippines' claim to its exclusive economic zone as provided for in the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea. They also denounced China's bullying and harassment of Philippine fishermen and Coast Guard in waters that are currently in Philippine territory as provided by international law. And House leaders and members all hailed this gesture of support as proof that we are all in nations of laws and not of men, as Armela Las Moras reports.
Several lawmakers from the House of Representatives expressed gratitude to G7 leaders for backing the Philippines amid tensions in the West Philippine Sea. The G7, or Group of Seven, is an organization made up of the world's largest developed economies, including the United States, Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, and the United Kingdom. And collectively, they expressed serious concerns over the situation in the WPS and explicitly condemned China's increasing use of dangerous maneuvers and water cannons against Philippine vessels. According to House Speaker Martin Romualdez, the support of the G7 is a huge help to the country's stance and efforts on the issue. With this development, he called on the China to cease its aggressive actions because in the end, failure to do so may just result in further isolation and potential sanctions. Meanwhile, for Cagayan de Oro 2nd District Representative Rufus Rodriguez, G7 support is proof that we are winning in the battle against China in the international community. He even called China a pariah because of its actions. For her part, House Deputy Majority Leader Janet Garin also agrees with her colleagues in the lower house.
Malaking bagay ang support ng G7 kasi sa liit ng bansa natin, talagang kailangan natin yung ating mga big brothers to support and help us protect our territories. Unfortunately, syempre wala naman talaga tayong laban kapag maging gera or whatever. And I believe that our government is also not inclined towards that position.
However, the lawmaker hopes in the end may peace still prevail, especially since trade relation between the Philippines and China is also important.
Hindi rin magandang magkaroon ng trade war. Kasi kapag magkaroon ng trade war, mas matatalo ang Pilipinas kaysa sa China because we also have exports to China at meron din tayong mga bagay-bagay. Marami tayong raw materials na binibili ng ibang mga factories doon. Let's push through with trade, but let's not stop claiming what is really ours.
Earlier, National Security Advisor Secretary Eduardo Año also welcomed the statement of the G7 on the matter. Año said this acknowledgement underscores the international community's recognition of the threats faced by our nation and reaffirms the importance of upholding the rule of law in maritime disputes. Mela Las Moras from the National TV Network for a new and better Philippines.